Hello guys, in year 2023, India was ranked third most populated country in the world, right after Pakistan and Bangladesh. And when it comes to top 50 most populated cities in the world, India has 42 among them. But there is a solution for that, and the solution are plants. But there is still a problem. If you are someone who is looking out for plants and trying out your first hand at gardening, if you go out looking for gardening supplies, it is not very easy to find them. And if at all you do, there is always lack of choice, lack of variety. The selection is not that wide and they might be overpriced as well. Which brings us to the solution of today, and that is online marketplace for gardening supplies. So today we are going to discuss the idea of online marketplace for gardening supplies, which supplies anything and everything related to gardening. For example, seeds, the flowers, the pots, the gardening tools, and the list could be endless, right? So an online marketplace that has anything and everything related to garden supplies. So that is our idea for today, guys. We are going to discuss this particular business idea. At the end of this video, you might be able to reach a decision as to whether this is an idea that you should be pursuing or this is an idea that you should just let go by, right? So with that in mind, guys, let's start with the video. We'll be solving majorly three problems. The first thing will be convenience. So instead of going out, the consumers should be able to get each and everything online. The second thing that this idea is going to be solving is the lack of variety, guys. We are going to provide a huge selection of anything that comes under gardening supplies. And the third thing happens to be the competitive prices. And yeah, that's it. So what would this particular business idea look like when implemented in reality? So from a consumer point of view, they reach your website, they add that particular product in the cart, they go check out, they place the order, and once you receive the order at your end, it should either be already packed or you should be packing it afterwards and then shipping it right to the customer, right? The money that is left between placing the order and between procuring, packing and shipping the order is your gross profit, guys. The type of business that this is going to be is D2C business, because we are going to be shipping this particular product right to the customer, right? So before we move ahead to the rating part, guys, there's one thing that I would like to add. If you have any particular business idea that you would like us to discuss, that you would like us to rate at our end, please drop your idea in the comment section. If you're not comfortable with that, please mail us your business idea. We will be discussing that in upcoming videos. And also, if you like this content, please do not forget to subscribe. Please do not forget to follow us on Instagram as well. So back to the rating part, guys. We are going to be rating this particular business idea on three major factors. The first thing happens to be the desirability. The second thing is going to be the complexity. And the third thing is going to be the viability of this particular business idea. When we start with the first parameter, which happens to be desirability, the desirability of a particular business idea means if that product is wanted in the market, if there is a market for that particular product. Right, because if there is no market for a particular product, selling that is going to be useless, right? Because at the end of the day, you won't be making any money. So in order to make money, there should be a market for that particular product. Keeping that in mind, let's start with the desirability part, guys. When talking about the desirability part, we are going to be talking about two major things in this. The first thing is going to be the market size and the growth. And the second thing is going to be the competition, guys, whether the entry barrier is high or not. Because again, that is an important criteria too. So let's start with the market sizing and the growth. So in order to calculate the market size, we are going to be copying that particular product in our business idea, and then we are going to Google along with the keyword which happens to be the market size, along with our country which happens to be India. Why India? Because we are going to be looking out for the market size of this particular business idea in India. Right, because at the end of the day, if you are judging a particular business idea with a market size of let's say global level, then it is not going to help you out. Why? Because you are going to be starting in your home country, right? So if there is no market in your home country, then there is no point of going global, right? So you first start with local and then you go global, right? So in order to do that, guys, let's start with India first. So we have copied the particular product in this business idea, and now we are going to be Googling this along with the market size for India. So bear with me. We have copied this, and then we are going to be talking about the market size of this particular product in India. Let's see what we have here. So guys, whenever we are talking about the market sizing for a particular product, we are going to be judging that by looking out for 3 to 4 links, right? Because market sizing is a complex thing to calculate for a particular product. So some source might tell you one number, another source might tell you another number, and the third source might tell you an entirely different number. So the number that comes majority of times is going to be the right number, right? And something that that actually looks, real. It should not look unreal. So let's say if we are talking about the market sizing for this particular product, which happens to be gardening supplies, and if there is someone who tells you that the market size of this particular product is, somewhere around $10 trillion, so that is unreal, right? Why? Because when we are talking about trillions of dollars, guys, the immediate thing that should come to your mind is that industry massive? I mean, it could be AI, it could be tech, it could be something like that. But but if you're talking about gardening, no, the gardening industry cannot come to that particular size, right? So yeah, let's see this gardening industry when we're talking about global size. So see, the global gardening equipment market size was evaluated at USD 64 billion in 2022. So it is a number which is less than that of $100 billion, right? It is fair to say it is not anywhere around $1 trillion. So yeah, whenever you're judging a market size for a particular product, the number should look sane. So let's start with the Indian market sizing for this particular product, guys. It tells us the lawn and garden market in India amounts to INR. What is INR and then USD? Let's go to the link, guys, and let's also open some other links in order to in order to tally our number. So even though Statista is a trustworthy website, but they are talking about INR and USD, so I don't know, I'm confused with this particular number. So we won't be going with this particular website. We are going to be looking for this one, but even on this website they talk about home improvement and gardening product segment in India registered market value at USD, that is $31 billion, guys. That is a huge number, because the last time we checked for global level it was somewhere around $80 billion, and India India cannot make up for more than 1/3 of that. So the number looks dicey. Let's look at this link. So guys, this particular website say the home gardening industry is growing at a CAGR of 50%. 50% is a huge number, guys, and is expected to reach $4 billion by 2025. Okay, that is a digestible number, guys. Let's look at some other links as well, guys. Remember, we have to look out for a number which is trustworthy, right? We cannot go with something which is not trustworthy, and that is the reason research takes time, because it involves going through a lot of websites. So yeah, Your Story is again a trustable website. It says the home gardening market, which is growing at a CAGR 50%, is estimated to reach $4 billion by 2025. This is the same statement as this particular website, guys. So we are able to tally this particular number on two websites. I guess this is a digestible number, so we are going to be going with that. So growth rate is 50% and the market is $4 billion, guys. So when it comes to the market size for this particular product, guys, that happens to be gardening supplies, the market sizing is somewhere around $4 billion. In relation to the market size for this particular product, guys, I think it is a decent number. It is a pursuable number, right? This is something that you can actually go with. When we're talking about the growth says 50% CAGR, guys. It is again something which is hard to digest, but still, since two websites are giving us this number, I think we should go by this. Whenever we are talking about the market growth for a particular industry, for a particular product, it is of the order of somewhere around less than 10%. Why? Because when we are talking about the market sizing and the growth, we are talking about the market size which are of the order of somewhere around billions of dollars and sometimes even hundreds of billions of dollars. So a rate of more than 10%, it is hard to see. But for the market of India, from this particular niche, the growth is amounting to 50%. Guys, this is a huge number. This is a super huge number. Why? Because anything more than that of 10% is considered to be an explosive growth industry, and this is 5 times that of it. So I guess this makes it a very lucrative industry to pursue right now, and the time is now, guys. Why? Because 2 to 3 years down the line, you might not be seeing this much of growth, and yeah, with this much growth, I think even if you are performing decent in this particular industry, 5 to 10 years down the line, you are going to be a huge player. So on a scale of 1 to 5 for market size and growth, I will be giving this a 4.5 out of 5, guys. This is a good number, right? The next thing that we are going to talk about, guys, is the competitive analysis for this particular business idea. So when talking about competition analysis, we are going to be using a very simple tool that happens to be Google Keyword Tool in order to find out the competition of this particular keyword. The keyword happens to be gardening supplies, right? Not just gardening supplies, anything that comes to your mind when you think about gardening supplies, guys, whatever you think the customer might search, right, is going to be a keyword for this particular niche. So when I am thinking about gardening supplies, the first thing that comes to my mind, it is plants, guys. The next thing could be seeds, the other thing could be pots. So yeah, that's it. So we are going to be looking out for these particular 3 keywords. You are free to use your own keyword in this particular niche, but for the sake of finding the right number, we are going to be using these 3 keywords on Google Keyword Tool. We are going to open the Google Keyword Planner, guys. If you haven't signed up on this particular tool, it is a very important tool, guys. It is a very useful tool. You should sign up for this today. Why? Because it is very insightful. It is going to help you a lot when it comes down to the competition, when it comes down to get the ideas, and this is by the OG, the Google, right? So I already have an account on this, that is why it has already signed me in. We are not going to be looking out for this get search volume and forecast. We are going to be looking out for this that happens to be discovered new keywords, right? So as I told you before, I am going to be searching out for seeds, plants and pots as well, and maybe gardening supplies as well, right? Because sometimes you might not have the right keyword to start with, guys. So yeah, so now we have results, guys. Let's close this. So when we are searching for a particular keyword on Google Keyword Planner, what Google does is this: they are going to be telling us that for this particular keyword, guys, the average monthly searches in India on Google as a platform happens to be somewhere around 10,000 to 1 lakh, and the competition on this particular keyword is medium. What exactly is competition? Competition means number of advertisers who are bidding for this particular keyword, who are bidding their particular website for this particular keyword. So what we are going to do over here, guys, we are going to be clicking on this. Why? Because we need it sorted out. We want the highest numbers, but we are going to be looking out for that. So yeah, we have we have 2 keywords, guys. One of them happens to be plants, one of them happens to be pots, and these are also keywords which are related to this. The average monthly searches for keywords is between 1 lakh to 10 lakh, guys. That is a decent number. Why? Because the average monthly searches for this particular keyword happens to be somewhere around 5 lakhs, guys. The impressive part happens to be the competition. The competition in this particular niche happens to be low, guys. Even with the searches of 5 lakhs on an average, the competition is low. I guess we have hit a gold mine, guys. So over here we have other keywords if at all you want to add them, but I guess these are more than enough. They are giving us a fair idea of what competition is and what the number of monthly searches are. So for the monthly searches of order somewhere around 5 lakhs, the competition is low, guys. Very good thing. So when we are talking about competition analysis, guys, there are 3 things to keep in mind. So for any particular business idea, if it has low competition in Google, we are going to be rating it as 5 out of 5. If it is a medium competitive keyword, we are going to be rating it as 2.5 out of 5. And if it is a high competitive keyword, we are going to be rating it as 1 out of 5. So because this particular keyword has low competition, we are going to be rating it as